We are going to try to do number 15 from the negative and Pythagorean identities because it was hard and I had a lot of people getting this one wrong. So we're going to do it on this piece of poster board. And I'm going to try to explain as I go. Bear with me. All right, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the right-hand side and say that one is uglier than that one. And I'm going to mess around with the right-hand side to try to make it look like the left-hand side. I think I got to turn everything into sines and cosines. That's probably the best thing to do. And it's going to be pretty big, and so I'm going to go all the way over to here. Okay, now, a couple things. In the numerator, I clearly recognize that 1 over sine x times cosine x, that's just going to be cosine over sine, which is cotangent. So I'm going to get that out of the way. I might even switch colors. Now, in the bottom, several times, well, not recently because we've been out of school for so long, but right before the end when we were still in school, we saw sine x over cosine x plus cosine x over sine x and said, oh, wait a minute, to get a common denominator, we just multiply sine x times cosine x, and we're going to cross multiply here to get our new numerators. So it's going to look like this. It's going to be sine squared x over cosine x sine x plus cosine squared x over cosine x sine x. All right, now we have a common denominator, which is what we have to do. We've got a common denominator in the bottom. So we're going to be able to add those numerators. And lo and behold, sine squared x plus cosine squared x, that's equal to 1. So there's our new fraction. So now we're going to have to do a little keep, change, flippage. And I do notice that I am probably going to want to change this back to cosine over sine because that's going to be helpful. So in this next step, we're going to change that to cosine over sine, and we're going to keep, change, flip. When we do that, we notice we're going to have the sine x over here and the sine x over here. They're going to divide out. They're not going to cancel. They're going to divide out. Since everything else divided out, we're left with just cosine squared x. Let's look back at the original problem and see what we're trying to get to. Oh, holy Moses, that's where we were trying to go. So we are quite enough done, QED. I hope that explanation helps you understand how to do a problem like number 15. Okay, that's all for this video. Cut.